Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So, we just got finished watching episode 3 of Hard Knocks. So, this felt like the family edition, of course, okay? We saw Diggs with his son. His son's adorable. The dances that he's doing and everything else. The motivation for his dad and everything else, and talking about his uncle and things. That was really, really cool. Alarcon, offensive guard Alarcon, knowing that he's one of 14 international players, excuse me, the NFL, the marketing genius that is the NFL, is of course trying to spread the NFL to new markets in the world. And what better way than, of course, having international players featured on Hard Knocks. You love the whole family, you know, seeing the family there, his mother and everything. His mother, that's a true fan right there. Although I thought that she might come down out the stands and put a foot in Ben DiNucci's ass. When he was throwing the picks, you could see she was mad. You don't mess with mama. Don't mess with mama. Okay? That was really cool. The coolest part about tonight was actually the beginning and the end. Because if you saw it, if you didn't see it, check it out. Because I would love to just have this clip from the beginning of it. Because they literally did like a drone flyover from outside, not just fly over. It starts out outside, you know, and they literally fly like between the huddle statues, you know, fly between them. I was like, how did they do that? I said, did they do it with the drone? Because they did it at real speed. Because they had, you could hear the sounds and stuff. The people out, you know, in front of the star that were working out, you could hear them moving around and stuff. They literally opened up the door and then, you know, flew in. I was like, you know, that's some real precision flying. They flew into the door and they flew over the railing, you know, down on the field. And down on the field, they're pulling up they literally have a whole line of people. They're pulling up the goalposts to put those in place. And then they fly, you know, I mean, they literally flew through everywhere. I was like, really? I was like, this is not CG, but you realize at the end that it's truly a drone flight, because evidently they didn't do it in one take, because they're flying through the huddle statue of the guys in there, and you see them going in, you know, between the legs, and all of a sudden, bing, it falls over. So it's like, yeah, he missed on that one. But that was the coolest thing about the show tonight. Of course, they showed a little bit more of Dak Prescott, you know, actually out on the field. You know, they're like basically telling you that, yeah, he's on a pitch count. It's not because of injury. I mean, not that he can't. We just want to make sure that he's totally healthy. You know, that's just going to lead to more speculation by people and so on about, is he really? I'm telling you, they're baffling us with bullshit. They know Dak is ready, but they want to create this extra drama for television. So you got all that going on. Then you've got what I feel like is they're setting us up for the big show. Tonight felt a little bit slower. It was nice, but you didn't have that much of the action packed in there. Okay, you know, we had, of course, the goggles. My man, you know who Chuck Muncie is, and probably a lot of you guys don't know. I mean, I remember, of course, running back, you know, and Eric Dickerson, of course. But having the story about the contact lens that literally popped out of his head, and following along with him, you know, having the offsides because he moved and everything else, and getting to know Skip Pete and everything. But boy, come here. Next time your contact pops out, you don't wait, because you might not see what the protection is, and basically you get my quarterback killed. You don't wait. Get your ass, get over here. And when he had the penalty, He comes off the field, that hand right in the chest. Boy, what did you do? And I feel like Skip Pete is one of those. I guarantee you, he trash talks. You saw in the free time before, it was always we're watching the chess matches, Micah Parsons and chess and things. But they set up the Cowboys royalty, the fourth generation employee working there at the Star. You know, he's a legacy. And of course, playing spades. Oh man. I tell you what, when we weren't practicing football, when we weren't at the stadium jam, you know, they'd have a DJ and things, you get your drink on before you go over there. It costs you like $1.50, $2 to go in there, and you'd be tore up and, you know, dancing and meeting and everything else. If you weren't there, if you weren't up in the student union playing punch out, okay, punch out, you know, body blow, you know, bald bull and all that, or playing pool, then you were playing spades. And just like my man Zeke, bam, or not, was it Zeke? Was it Zeke? No, yeah, Zeke, bam, bam, bam. You know, when you got those, when you trunk down, when you trunk tight, oh man, you throwing that shit down, bam, you just slapping that shit with authority. And I tell you one person, you never want to play spades with. Ooh, Charles Haley. You talk about some shit talking. Oh my God. And don't beat him. Don't beat Charles, because that shit gets crazy. All right, so we got all of that kind of action right there. But I feel like what they were trying to do is they're trying to make you fall in love with the characters. They're trying to put a human side on the players. They're bringing you in with Kamara, you know? The player who's the underdog, coming from a foreign country, undersized, right? They're getting you hooked on him and his story. They're getting Alakon, his international story, his family and everything else, and seeing him on the offensive line, you know, where he had struggles the week before, and this week he redeemed himself, having 3 pancakes, right? You're getting sucked in on those, right? Getting sucked in on, I can't remember my man's name with the contact. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. And I've taken quite a bit of medication, and I think they drilled too far up in my tooth, and I think they capped my brain, okay? So forgive me. But riding the ups and downs with those guys, because you know, when we get to the final touchdowns, that mother humper, the Turk, he gonna be circling the locker room and tapping guys on the shoulder. Coach want to talk to you. Bring your playbook. And that's the tearjerker show that they're setting you up for right now. Yeah. Now, before I get out of here, the final piece of this puzzle is the amount of trolls that are coming in during Hard Knocks to watch it, you know, to troll us. And I understand why. I understand all of the hate that the Cowboys get. It's simple. It's jealousy. They're mad because their team, they can't go to HBO on Tuesday nights and watch their team. No. Cowboys are there. And so, they're coming to our channel to troll us because they really want to be us. So, that's where we are with everything that is the Dallas Cowboys. God willing, I made it through another day. Didn't have tacos because my teeth are jacked up at the moment. They're sensitive, kind of like Eagle fans. But God willing, I'll see you guys in the morning. And hopefully there's not a whole lot more drama. It's not the same with that light on. I don't get the same effect turning out the lights here with having the studio lights. I just don't. But it does make the star pop, though. It does do that. All right, y'all. Thank you as always. I'll see you in the morning.